Hello everyone, and exciting news for what we talked about last time. Last time we talked about Space Marines 2.0 and the Gilliman's New Crusade. But anyway, we have lots of nice information on the new Space Marines, and it is official. They are Space Marines 2.0, but what is their real name? They are Primaris Space Marines. We have lots of information on them. Are they going to be a complete replacement for current Space Marines? No. No. They are not going to be a replacement for current Space Marines. They're more reinforcements. Every chapter that is currently a part of the Imperium is actually going to be getting reinforcements of Primaris Space Marines. Even chapters like the Space Wolves and the Blood Angels that aren't exactly Codex approved in their tactics and way they work things, even they are going to be getting Primaris Space Marines. There is going to be multiple types of Primaris Space Marines. So far we have only seen the one that they call Intercessors, which are the basic line, the equivalent of a tactical squad. But I'm assuming we're going to see lots of new ones. They said there's likely going to be vehicles too, specifically for these guys. But we're probably going to get assault variants, this variant and that variant, and so on and so on. They are wearing Mark 10 armor, so Games Workshop have went and pulled a full-blown Windows on us and just completely skipped past Mark 9 armor. And Mark 8 wasn't even in full circulation yet, if I remember my lore correctly. Mark 8 was quite rare and was more sort of in testing, out there-ish sort of phase, and then just skip Mark 9. These bad boys are getting Mark 10. You are going to be able to field full armies of these guys, these bad boys, but you can obviously field them just as one particular unit. Apparently they're going to be able to do something very good that the Imperium is going to feel like it's struggling for at the moment. I don't know what that means. I can't think of anything off the top of my head that the Imperium armies are desperately lacking. They're not. They're all sort of aimed slightly more towards shooting, so maybe these guys are going to be beasts in close combat, but I don't know. They are better in game. They are stronger than regular Space Marines. Apparently, the way they worded it is there's lots of advantages of taking a Primaris Indictivus squad over a tactical squad, but it all comes at a cost. They're expensive compared to a tactical squad. Apparently their squads will be smaller as well, and they will have different weapon options, and so it's going to be more of a tactical thing. They're saying, they're saying if you want to take a Primaris squad, it's got a sort of different role than a tactical squad on the battlefield. So even though they both are basic Space Marine bog standard infantry, they're going to have slightly different roles on the battlefield, even though, from the look of them, they look like they're just a beefed up Space Marine squad. And for those of you that are sitting looking at them going, yeah, models look awesome and all that, but what is so different about them from regular Space Marines? If you actually look at one of the pictures, the picture where they're standing in front of the vehicle, in the background you can actually see regular Space Marines, and I'll try and remember and edit in that picture, that part of the video at this point, and you can actually see they're about another whole head. Like, the regular Space Marines only come up to these guys' shoulders, so these guys are gonna be beefy. I'm expecting them to have multiple wounds. The Mark 10 armor, I'm expecting it to be beautiful. I'm expecting it to be superior to regular power armor. Yeah, these guys are going to be beautiful. What else did they say? Ah, yeah, they talked a wee bit about kit bashing. What was They did say some parts are compatible with kit bashing for the regular Space Marine bits. They did state that the shoulders and heads are actually the same size. So if you want to interchange them, you can. But they did say the legs and torsos and that aren't interchangeable without a wee bit of work because they are bigger. They did hint at you might get Primaris Dreadnoughts, Primaris Redemptor vehicles and that sort of thing and other cool stuff, but they didn't confirm it. They were just sort of making a wee joke as well. Apparently these guys will even... here's where they were talking about some Battlefield Astromil. It's for not for... Okay, I'm getting tongue-tied here. When they were talking about the Imperium armies and their role they don't easily fill, they were apparently talking specifically about the Astra Militarum, because they were saying, yeah, Astra Militarum armies can field these guys along with them, side them, no problem, and they can do something that the Astra Militarum would normally struggle with. So that's quite interesting. Apparently Custodes are going to be coming back, and they're going to be accompanying these guys and Guilliman on the Indominata Crusade. And so yeah, lots more Custodes. They're actually going to be important in the lure. Then the most exciting thing, the thing I'm super hyped for, they mentioned right at the end of the FAQ that came out alongside this video, is that the new edition and these models will have their release date announced by the end of the month. Oh my word! I'm super hyped! Super hyped! Oh my word, this is going to be so awesome. I'm expecting it to be maybe 2 months' time. We will be able to have our hands on these models. They look so sweet. I'm really liking the look of the new Mark 10 armor. Doesn't have the big snout we're used to seeing Space Marines having, but it does have those sort of slits. It's sort of easily recognisable as a Space Marine, but still refreshingly new. I can't wait to get some of these and paint them up. I think I'm gonna have to do it, guys. I'm gonna have to get a load of these guys, paint them up in ultramarine colours, and then just have Guilliman lead them. Because I've been looking at the Guilliman model for a while and just going, I just so badly want to build and paint that thing, but I'm scared to at the same time because it's such a big project and I've got barely any time to do anything. But with these new Space Marines, I would love a very themed army. Some of these Primaris guys, Guilliman leading it, a couple of Custodes, and this is the reinforcement army on its way to the front line. And, well, yeah, then I'll add other stuff. And, yeah. Obviously, if I enjoyed this, I'm excited. See you all next time.